Hey my everythings, I hope that you all are doing well. If you are new to the channel, welcome. If you would like to get notified anytime that new reads are being posted, please feel free to subscribe and also hit that notification bell so that you can get those notifications anytime that new reads are being posted, okay? This read is going to be for Capricorn. Capricorn, I'm seeing that this read is strongly being influenced by the energy of the sun. I'm seeing that the spirit of true self is seeking security and money. I'm also seeing that surrounded in the experiences that you're having during the cycle of this read, that the spirit of true self is centering you on learning lessons that we'll talk about throughout the cycle of the read, though also like the spirit of true self is centering you on learning those lessons, though also like zoning in on and focusing in on your spiritual growth, right? And with that spiritual growth and awareness comes a focus on your vision, focus on deep listening in the season of autumn. So there may be something that happened, a big transition or change that happened during the season of autumn, or that will happen in the season of autumn to come, okay? I'm seeing that whether it's something that happened in the past or something that's going to happen in the future, it is an overall message to be able to let things go. Like whatever there was that you felt like was holding you back, like this is the season, autumn is the season, you know, that you should naturally be letting things go and giving space and time to lighten up your load, okay? As far as the deep listening, I'm seeing that the spirit is inviting you to the inner silence where the world resounds. And then as far as vision, I'm seeing the spirit is saying that I give you confidence in your divine talents and gifts. I'm also seeing that one of those things that may have been a challenge to you, or that has maybe affected the way that you've been able to focus on what spirit is trying to center you on, is the junk mail, especially as you're, or like the junk mail type of energy or frequency, like spam and stuff like that. Because as you're seeking security and money being one aspect of your true self, and then the spirit of true self, the most vulnerable version of yourself, seeking security and wanting you to learn those lessons about vision and deep listening and the season of being able to make a lighter load or like let things go. There do come those challenges to your faithfulness, or there may have come those challenges to your faithfulness in regard to spam-like energies. So Spirit is saying that even as you've been seeking security and money, that while you are doing that and remain, because Capricorns, y'all like to work, I'm not gonna lie. Capricorns love to have a check, okay? The spirit is saying that, you know, you don't want to block any of your blessings because of the issues, the challenges, or the distractions that come with junk mail like energy, especially in regard to the fact that you need money to survive, though at the same time the spirit of true self is come to have this experience as a human being, to also learn how to grow spiritually and mature spiritually and be merited these things by the wellness of the soul being prioritized, so that you do master vision, you do master deep listening, you do master being able to lighten up your load, okay? So I'm seeing that because of that junk mail energy is probably why there were some boundaries that were set, some boundaries that were put up, maybe avoiding certain conversations, or someone still being upset is what I'm seeing that may have happened in the past, or just like I said, the necessity to have those boundaries because of the junk mail. But then I'm seeing the hammer energy, where it's like there are boundaries that are being set up because you don't give this junk mail type energy permission to sabotage your spiritual growth, your ability to master your vision, your ability to master that deep listening and to quiet the mind and listen to the true spirit of self, right? And like I said, to be able to lighten up the load, I am seeing that hammer energy that is in resonance with being able to rebuild. So you may be someone that does like manual labor or like some type of work with tools. Take it as it resonates. Or I am seeing that, like I said, you may be working on yourself, and a part of working on yourself is being able to set those boundaries, especially in regard to when it comes to money, because it's like you don't want to sell your soul just to be in financial power over something that's not going to mean anything to the spirit of true self. Money serves as a tool and a resource in exchange of material items and, you know, acclamations in life. And if it's a good frequency, then it's good. So you don't want to sabotage the wellness of your soul by receiving money in a way or overindulging in money in a way that there are no boundaries when it comes to prioritizing the wellness of your soul. Like, you don't want to sabotage yourself, okay? So I'm seeing the shop card in reverse. Like, I'm hearing like no deception, especially in regard to like junk mail and spam, like, and with that not today energy, like there are boundaries that are put up so that you're protected, like you're being divinely protected from that junk mail type of energy or that spam type of energy, whether if it's spiritual or I'm hearing organic, like people sabotaging your trust in God or your relationship with your most high version of yourself. So it's like not a sudden transformation, not a sudden change. It's not like a surprise or, you know, something shocking or traumatic or unexpected that happened. I'm seeing like somebody that dodged a bullet. Like you were able to save yourself from being able to go through something that you would have like been a victim of. Not projecting that you would be a victim, though I'm just seeing like somebody that was seeking security from money, though being protected from the spirit of desperation, so that like you would not sabotage all that you work for and all that you're destined to master when it comes to spiritual awareness. Okay? And I'm seeing that kind of energy came through because there's a love call that's involved. Like you're expressing love, someone is expressing love to you. Spirit is always in love with you. So, and then there's someone thinking of you, and you know, someone like letting you know. Could be, I'm seeing like a mother figure or a sister. Yeah, I'm seeing like a sister figure or a mother. So take it as it resonates. Could be both. Or, you know, the lover's energy could be an ancestor. So what I'm really seeing, or, you know, someone that passed away, what I'm really seeing is like a sister figure or a mother. I'm getting like strong sister energy. So take it as it resonates, okay? Or a brother, male or female. Okay, so the specific emotions and overall energies that are associated with the read. That this is not a karmic read. Like, if there was a karmic cycle that was happening, like, that is coming to an end, and there are boundaries being set up with like a karmic energy, like you learned a lesson or something like that, then I'm seeing like that you may be sensitive during the time of this read. You may have been feeling lost, so Spirit is saying not to feel lost, remain focused on deep listening, you know, like silence in the mind, listening to the wellness of the soul. In the spirit of true self, focusing on your vision, being able to lighten up your load and not get lost in it, right? For you to feel at ease, no matter how much money you're making. Because I'm seeing that you're seeking security, and money is like, no matter how much money you have, or no matter how much money you're making, be at a frequency of ease in that, so that you feel comfortable setting boundaries, so that you can focus on your vision. Because it's not always about the money, it's about what the money pays for, the experiences that the money pays for, right? So don't sabotage that. Then I'm seeing for you to feel liberated. Be liberated and, you know, at ease in the fact that you're able to do that, because not everyone is able to do that. I'm seeing someone's trying to mind their own business. So you may be trying to mind your own business, or, you know, seeing for you to feel confident. Focusing on yourself. Stop worrying about everybody else. Focus on you. Focus on the completion of your goals. For you, I don't know, like, frisky is a good thing or a bad thing. Though, like, take it as it resonates. And also for you to feel calm, okay? When I say frisky, it makes me think of like cat energy, because like their cats are like unbothered, though at the same time they're very like, they come up on you and they just like be rubbing all up on you and stuff, like you're mine, and then at the same time they're like, you know, doing their own thing. So it gives Capricorn energy when it comes to being frisky. I'm seeing that the soul is teaching the spirit of true self some lessons, honey, in regards to the northern wind. So with the northern wind, I'm seeing discos. Discos could be like a representation of like how parties, get-togethers, things like that, festivals, discos, influence the community, or like the influence that the event itself has on the community is what I'm seeing with the northern wind. So the soul is teaching the spirit of true self, like maybe you work at a disco, or you work at like a club or something like that, or you go to parties often, something like that I'm seeing. Or the transformation or the change could have happened by the way of a disco. Like maybe the boundary that you're setting is like, you don't want to go out to clubs anymore, you don't want to go out to parties or bars or whatever the situation is, right? So take it as it resonates. And then I'm also seeing the northern wind with the eastern wind, so northeastern wind, where the soul is teaching the spirit of true self a lesson in regard to the perception of partnership and community. So how you view these things, and how intertwined in that is the experience of being in love. So what that perception is, like I did say, I saw the love call, and being in love doesn't necessarily have to be focused and centered around someone romantically. It could be someone that you care about, that you're family with, because like I did say, I was seeing that sibling type of energy. So take it as it resonates. Then I'm seeing some western wind. So with the western wind, there's the process of lightening your load with the season of autumn. right? So I'm also hearing like taxes. And I discussed this in one of my most recent reads because I just understand that that's probably what the kind of energy that's being offered and exchanged around this time of the year, especially if you're from America, is like that paying taxes or the IRS or lightening your load or lifting weight or stuff like that, because you're understanding the interconnectedness of social systems and currency and circulation, and how the process of those things affects the experiences and the perceptions that you have on certain things that you're going through in your life. And even as the funny thing is, it's not funny when you're going through it, though the funny thing is, a big part of our lives is the fact that you are a balancing act of God. So while you're experiencing all of this with all of these different winds, you're also experiencing the perception of being in love and spirit of true self trying to help you navigate the lessons that the soul is trying to teach you, because it wants you to prioritize the wellness of it. Like, don't sell your soul. You don't know how, valuable it is. Right? That kind of thing. And I'm glad that during the cycle of this read, the Mars energy is taking a chill pill for you, right? Because the Mars energy goes through an orbital cycle every 2 years. And that influences the experience of responsibilities. You're seeking security and money. You're money driven and focused on, your frequency of finances. So I don't see that like your sense of responsibilities is thrown off because you prioritize having money, right, and working. However, also with the Mars energy comes politics, and I'm just glad that the experience of politics is not so heavily influencing the cycle of this read for you, because during the cycle of this read I am seeing you getting justice, or you being in that justice type of frequency with another type of energy. So take it as it resonates. I did just want to point that out because you got a good amount of northern wind, and then you got some eastern wind in regard to the perception of being in love and how that affects the way that you steer your vessel by the way of your experiences that you're having in your life. And then, like I said, I'm also seeing the process of lightening your load as you're going through these experiences. You're prioritizing getting money. I'm hearing that song by like just get money. Like, I don't know if that's the kind of state of mind that you'll be in. However, that's like the frequency of like the energy that I'm hearing. Like, somebody in my mind, my money, you're my money, you're on my mind. Like, you focused on getting your money, though your spirit of true self is like superficial satisfaction is one thing, though focusing on the vision of prioritizing the wellness of the soul, being able to heal from things that have gone on, with trust and, that stuff that happened with you spiritually, like that you learned from, that you grew from, prioritizing being able to focus on vision and being able to deep listen and lightening up your load. So yeah, that's what I'm seeing for you. So you may be lifting weights, you may be working out, something like that. Good for you. That's just what I'm seeing during the cycle of this read. So let's get into it. So if you're not familiar with how it is that I do my reads, I do them based on time that has been offered or is available to me for me to be able to share the message with you. So thank you. The time that has been offered to me is the sun energy. This is like the best energy to have in your read, and for it to be offered to me Like I said, thank you. The sun energy is like celebration and joy and glee, like wonder, and just is balanced out with gratitude and appreciation for the little things as well as the big things, right? You're in an awareness that you're a part of something that's bigger than you, and it still chose you. That thing that's bigger than you also chose you to have this experience. It gave you permission to have that experience. So that's a big deal, you know? So, and I'm seeing that it was offered to me naturally, so thank you. It's like, in that one, I want to make sure that you get some sunlight today kind of energy. I'm in the Garden of Eden, and God is like, yeah, should put some sun on that one. So thank you. And then this energy was also offered as like something non-violent, something very tamed, but also like very natural, like not exhausting, wear you out, tired ass kind of solar energy, where, you know how it be like real hot sometimes, you be like, dang God, did we make you mad? That type of energy. It's not like that. This kind of energy is like very naturally balanced, and it's graceful, and it's non-violent, and it's just you know, chef's kiss kind of energy. So then the energy that I see you in for the cycle of the read, like I said, is in this justice frequency paired with the Queen of Swords energy. So if the Queen of Swords if you see the justice energy, it's like, is the justice the Queen of Swords energy? Because they look alike. They look like twins, right? Just like from different angles, though they look like twins. So yeah, the justice energy paired with the Queen of Swords energy does give that frequency of like someone that is there to defend you. So, or you could be the one that is defending others. The gender is not specific, so take it as it resonates. Though this Queen of Swords energy is like someone that don't take no shit, someone that sets boundaries. And there you are with that frequency of like setting boundaries. No, I'm not going to be exhausted of my resources. No, I'm not going to go out to the club. No, I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to, like, you're setting boundaries when it comes to you balancing out seeking security and money. You're not being the person that's like, I'm going to sell my soul. And then also that being in alignment with your spirit of true self that knows that money, you know, serves its purpose. Though also the spirit has to animate the vessel. In the flesh, it only serves its purpose here on this realm where, you know, the flesh plays a part, right? So all of those things taken into consideration, the Queen of Swords is someone where I am seeing that things are being pulled together, where it does say that setting boundaries type of energy, like the Queen of Swords sets boundaries. And if if that energy is like, not today, gone somewhere, you know what I mean? Like, then that's just what it is. And you gracefully have to be like, oh, okay. That's your justice, that you're able to set those boundaries. And whether you're male or female, like I said, the gender is not specific. And we understand that it's because you're in a frequency of seeking security and money. Though also you're setting those boundaries so that you're not exploited by spammers and scammers, right? Because you also have a duty to focus on your vision, your spirit of true self, being able to deep listen and being able to mature spiritually. You ain't got time for scammers and people that don't care about your spirit, or, you know, don't care about their spiritual, you know, energy. So you're in a frequency of like being elevated and not sabotaging what is good in your life. You know how people are like, I got a good thing going, I'm not about to mess that up for nobody and nothing. whether it's money or not. Because the wellness of your soul is something that shouldn't be able to be tampered with, right? Like the thoughts of your mind should be safe type of energy. So with this Queen of Swords, I'm seeing that you being in that energy is your justice. And then I'm also seeing like that it is being recognized, not just, or you're being recognized in this energy, or this justice is being recognized as, something, internationally. So the fact that you're going through whatever it is that you were going through during the cycle of this read, and you being able to set those boundaries, and you being able to maybe even speak out about it, because the Queen of Swords is also led by her truth and justice. And like I said, gender is not specific, so you could also be a male that's operating in this Queen of Swords energy, and you're really just standing up for and representing that truth and justice, that people deserve to be able to focus on their spiritual growth and it not having to belong to some type of religious group just to be protected, right? Or that you don't have to pay some type of price just for it to be protected. Right? So, because the wellness of your soul is a priority in any realm, before you even come to this one where money is a tool and a resource that you work and you earn and you spend and you're a part of that system, right? So it is being internationally recognized that you are hardworking and you are diligent in your efforts to be a representation of that truth and justice, and that you're fully cooked in this. It's not like you coming with a little bit of information or you halfway doing your job. You're delivering on, let's just call it like it is, God's promise for your life, for you to walk steadfast in that energy of that stewardship. And I don't know for sure if people follow you, though. If you have specifically the energy of the sun backing you up during the cycle of this read, or excuse me, not backing you up because that sounds like clogged pipes. You have the frequency of the sun strongly influencing, is a better word, better terminology, for you to not be sabotaged, for you to be able to set boundaries. And maybe these boundaries that you're setting and that you're speaking out on are not just for yourself. Like it says, globally being recognized and hardworking. So they may be for like a larger group of people. So remaining steadfast in that vision and not becoming a victim or sabotaged by any scammers or spammers. And also being able to balance that out with deep listening and doing the spiritual work within, because you also got to heal from the traumas that you inherited, that you're responsible for that healing, even though you had nothing to do with the trauma that was, that you experienced. So yeah, that's why it's all coming full circle with this love call, honey. And it makes sense in regard to what I'm seeing happens during the cycle of the read. So in the past position during the cycle of the read, I am seeing that you were in this Hermit energy. So with the Hermit energy, it is a representation of you just taking a step back and reflecting on your peaks and your valleys in life. Sometimes people describe the Hermit energy as being like someone that's like standoffish, someone that's separating themselves from everybody because maybe you think that you're better than us or whatever. And I'm not seeing someone that thinks that they're better than everyone. I'm seeing someone that's being clear and concise, like someone that's trying to get clarity, someone that's isolating themselves so that they can get clarity and focus on their vision. You're isolating yourself from the distractions of scammers and spammers so that you can focus on your vision. You don't allow other energies and frequencies to infiltrate a pure state of mind that understands the mountaintops and accepts those valleys because they serve the purpose and giving you the strength that you needed to even be able to be confident enough to climb that mountain. Okay? And I'm seeing someone that has ancient wisdom. You are being received as someone that is wise and intelligent for doing what it is that you did. Okay? Then I'm seeing that you were in this Four of Pentacles energy. The Four of Pentacles energy is showing me that maybe your money wasn't moving like you wanted it to move back after you did what you did. Why? Because the pipeline of people that depended on you to probably be in a toxic energy, and they always wanted access to you, or whatever the situation may have been. You went through a frequency of severance where those ties and those bonds that you had with those people were severed. And hopefully it was in a graceful way, right? Because you went through what it is that you went through so that you could become the person that you're meant to become. And here with the Four of Pentacles, I'm seeing that you went through what it is that you went through financially so that you could become more stable, so that your money wasn't stagnant, and so that you had the awareness and the wisdom of where in the vision, where do I put my money? What do I invest in? What things are investing in me? Where am I an asset? What do I need to let go of? What doesn't serve, a purpose in my productivity? How can I grow from the things that, were not so great in life? And you're being received, like I said again, as wise and, like this is a time to savor. I keep saying this as sound because it's like savor. Like it's a time to savor your growth. So then I'm seeing that you were in the Wheel of Fortune energy, which is a representation that all of this was destined to happen. So as you're focusing on mastering the spirit of the vision, not division. Let me be clear. So as you are focusing on in your spirit of truth, because you're seeking security and money, like the ego. Let's just say that that's the ego, seeking security in the money. And then the spirit of true self is the ego, though it's also the spirit of true self. So the spirit of true self knows the ego and the humble and the meek version of you. Right? There's duality in it all, especially in you. So you have this Wheel of Fortune, and it is turning by the way of the fates to bring recognition to the fact that this was all destined to happen, because it's a part of God's vision, destiny's vision, source's vision over your life. So yeah, it is, a trademark, if you will, of your sign that you all are focused on money, like you're money driven or wealth driven or financial security driven. However it is that you need me to say it, because it's not a bad thing to be financially stable and secure. Not a bad thing at all. Though it is showing that that's like a staple in who it is that your zodiac sign is. Y'all are focused on your career and being financially stable and successful. It gives you satisfaction and some type of fulfillment. Okay? Let's just say if y'all had a people in another part of the cosmic design of what makes life real here on Earth, you all were a part of the Capricorn's celestial sign, was a part of what contributed to the creation of humanity in the way that it exists today. With, that essential part of it. Exchanging, bartering, it started out with bartering and then exchanging and learning skills and being able to make a trade and all that kind of stuff came from Capricorn energy. And then the value that you put on it. Plus, I know there's another sign that prioritizes just being a hard worker. And during the cycle of this read, like, you're coming through in that energy. So, the Wheel of Fortune, spinning in your favor. You are being received as like someone that's romanticized in this energy. So maybe people like fantasize about you because you're in this energy. Like, if there is that vision, frequency and energy that the spirit of true self is centering you in. So you are being received as like clean, maybe like clean cut, romanticized, satisfying. Like, you are the fulfillment of the prophecy right now at that point in time in your life. So as this Wheel of Fortune is spinning in your favor, it's like every time that it spins, there's a different feature or an aspect about your growth and where it is that you came from and who it is that you are and what you do for work and how much money you make and your relationship with your family and what you stand for and the kind of conversations that you have, how you present yourself, how you are well received, all of that kind of stuff. And every time that it spins in your favor and someone from another aspect of your life is getting this perspective or this angle of who it is that you are, they fall more and more in love with you because each time you check a box that says romantic and satisfying and clean cut and, you know what I'm saying, all of these good things that people want in a coworker, in a partner, in a son, in a husband, in a wife, in a child, right? And then towards the end of the cycle of the read, so you're probably getting a lot of attention is what I'm saying. And then towards the end of the cycle of the read, I'm seeing the Devil card reversed. So you're getting the right kind of attention and it's not obsessive or addictive. And with the Devil card in reverse, I'm also seeing the Shock card in reverse. So it's not a surprise to you that you're being received in that kind of energy. And considering the fact that the Wheel of Fortune superseded that, it's just like it's all adding up and it's all making sense. So with the Devil card in reverse, it's showing that all of the feelings of being wild or violent or unclear or insane or boring or feeling like you have been misled or you're living a life unfulfilled, all of those strings have been cut. Even that like I said, that karmic energy, that cycle has come to an end. Even those feelings of you being lost in like a karmic cycle of maybe feeling like you had to be all of these things. Maybe you felt like you were spam. This is all subjective, and I'm not projecting that is how you felt. I'm just saying that this could have been some of the things that you were experiencing within your reality. So take it as it resonates. And the fact that you're being released from those bonds that make you feel trapped and stuck and hindered and like a failure and probably even crazy. God stepped in and you're just being received as stinking cute. Well, not stinking cute, because you know nobody wants a stinking person. So you're just being received as cute. Okay, I mean, that's just what I'm seeing. Not sorrowful. So if you were like feeling sad or lost, or you know, I'm just seeing that someone is going through that big change in their life. So you could be at that age where you're like between your 30s and your 40s or older, you know, or you could be in your teenage years. I'm just seeing like a time in someone's life where they're going through like an identity and ego transformation. And this whole the world projects upon you that you are and what you know you decide to be because you work hard at fulfilling that role. And then there's the part where maybe it's too hard for you to try to be what they're trying to say that this is. And you don't do it anymore. Regardless of what it is. Regardless of what it is. Whether if you've made the adjustments and that's your normal now, or you don't do that kind of stuff anymore. So, you know what I mean? Take it as it resonates. I'm just seeing that you're not lost in who it is that you are. You're standing strong on, you know, your work ethic. And it's showing. Okay? It's create pathways so that you can not be lost anymore. Is what I'm saying. And then, like I said, there was some angel energy. So I'm seeing that the angel energy is saying that it's up to you. And this is as you're transitioning into the future. And then whatever it is that you choose, I'm seeing that the angels are influencing you to choose yes. Of course. So, and why would you choose yes for yourself? Or why did God choose yes for you? Or to influence you to be in a frequency of saying yes on certain things? It's because in the future you will be in this Emperor energy. So you're in agreement that your destiny is to be in this Emperor energy. The Emperor energy, and the reason why you take the call with this love call, the reason why you say yes with the angel energy is because the Emperor frequency is someone that creates the environment for them to thrive in. So this could be like someone that is the boss, or someone that has been hired into a position to be the boss, right? Or like the organizer, the orchestrator, that kind of energy, the artist. The Emperor is an innovative energy, and they have been appointed to be in a position to give governance so that they're confident in the space, that they could command the space that they're in. And it's not for selfish reasons, it's so that they can be productive. Okay. And that's what I'm seeing with this Emperor energy. And if you're someone that's hardworking, you're seeking security and money, you're looking for opportunities, you just pretty much went through the dark night of the soul so that you can grow, you can mature, and it's not just a financial increase, it's also a spiritual awakening, right? An ascension, if you will. And you're being received in this Emperor energy is not desperate. So you handle, you orchestrate, you organize, you you facilitate your space, you create a space of productivity out of your passion and your hard work and your diligence to be a representative in that justice, in that truth and justice, not just for yourself though, for others, like I said earlier. And you don't do it out of desperation. You're not just doing it for the money, right? Even as you're seeking security and money, like we already said earlier, the money it pays for the experiences of comforts in life. We all know that. Though what you are passionate about, that's the thing about the Emperor energy. This person is passionate about what it is that they do because they create this space to thrive. And like I said, not just for themselves. This is someone that shows up to the garden with the water hose and the contract with the city to be like, where I need the water at, and how often do y'all want me to come out here and water, right? This is the Emperor energy. And then this Emperor energy also comes with the people that are like, oh, we'll, come and harvest when you need the light in your load in the autumn season. This is the Emperor kind of energy. Do it because you have a passion for it. And like I said, you don't do it selfishly. And the way that you show up and you represent yourself and others is understood. Because you've been put in that position. You've been given that power to operate in that frequency and that energy as a master of your vision, as a master of someone that has learned and practiced deep listening, and as a master in being able to, like I said, lighten the load. So to you, Capricorn, I do send love, light, and healing energy, and I thank you all so much for joining me for this read. And I hope that if you felt lost, that you now feel found.